We're now edging closer towards the Forge in the Fork mid-season update, and that's why today we will look at the pick rates for every single killer in the game. Let us not waste any time. Let's go! The first 4 placements in our pick rate ranking aren't really noteworthy because nothing much has changed. Place number 30, 29, 28 and 27 respectively all lose 1 position due to the new killer, the Knight. However, they all stay the same. Saying that, the twins clock in place number 30 with a pick rate of 0.74%. The Hack loses also 1 position and goes in our place number 29. Freddy is our place number 28 with a pick rate of 1.43% and he loses 1.12% in comparison to the last time around. And the Demogorgon, because he's not buyable anymore, of course, he takes our place number 27 with a pick rate of 1.53. And the first really heavy drop on this tier list is the Artist. She is now our place number 26 and she loses 8 positions compared to the last time around. Her pick rate right now is 8.3, is coming down by 0.5% from 2.3%. This, in my opinion, is very surprising. The Artist hasn't changed whatsoever. There weren't any meta changes towards her or towards the meta in general. However, yeah, for every comparison, for every list, there have to be losers, and the Artist is definitely one of them. Formerly known as place number 18, she is now place number 26. Despite only losing 0.04% in her pick rate, Hillbilly takes our place number 25, also losing 5 positions. Next up in our place number 24, we have our first gainer. He gains 1 position compared to the last pick rate video. It is the Trickster. He has gained 0.26% in pick rate, now clocking in at 2.16%. And in our place number 23, we have the Pig. She loses also 1 position. You could kind of like say, although, that losing 1 position means that you kind of like at the same way it was before, so everything is fine for the Pig. And yeah, she has a pick rate currently of 2.17, despite having one of the best kill rates in the game. We're going to touch on that next week. For me, she's one of the most fun killers in the game. The Plague goes in place number 22, formerly known as our place number 24. Therefore, she gains 2 positions. She also gains 0.39% in her pick rate, rocking in at 2.4%. Love to see her in place number 22. I'm happy, however, when I play Survivor that I don't see her that often, because every time you bring a medkit, what can I say? I just want to cry then. It's not really a surprise after the guide has been released and a video by Otstava was made about this. The Clown raises by 2 positions, rocking in our place number 21 with the same 2.4 pick rate than the Plague in our 22 position. Let's face it. The guide, if you haven't read it already, please get familiar with it and actually rock in some hours on the Clown, because you will realize how good the Clown can be, and especially how brutal the perk Sentient Tactic is on him. Like, for real. Testing that out yourself and actually rocking in those results, getting 3k after 4ks, it is so satisfying. Inside our top 20, we have the first anomaly. The Executioner goes from place number 16 to place number 20. However, he gains 0.02% in pick rate. In our place number 19, we have the next anomaly with my baby girl, the Onryo. She gains 2 positions, is now place number 19, and she had a pick rate before in the last video of 3.07. Now she only has a pick rate of 2.57. However, she is still very decently picked, which is alright. And next up, I'm very happy to announce this. The Cenobite loses 3 places. He also loses a 0.04% in pick rate. And because we don't want to waste our time with, stupid and bad killers with bad chase music, we just move on. Ernie was place number 17 before. Now he's also place number 17. There's nothing else to really add. His pick rate at the moment is 2.62, and the changes are also not really noteworthy. And in our place number 16 with the Deathslinger, you can now get somewhat used to rising pick rate numbers. 0.86% was his rise compared to the last time around. He's now rocking a 3.09% pick rate, and he is now in our place number 16. I mean, let's get a bit ahead. Wesker the last time around had a pick rate of 17%, and obviously these percent that he has lost in this video need to go somewhere, right? So for the next placements, you would constantly see shrinking numbers and placements, but definitely higher pick rates overall, because these 10, 12, 11% need to go somewhere, as I just said. So just so you're aware. Next up, we have the Doctor, who loses 2 placements, but his pick rate rises, as I mentioned before, by 0.34%. His current pick rate is 3.11. The Dredge stays place number 14, his current pick rate 3.13%, and he has risen quite significantly by 0.51%. I feel like it could also be the fact because people now understand the Dredge way more. Oddstarver has made videos about the Dredge. There was the tournament Dredge video, for example, and I feel like this could be a beneficiator for the Dredge for sure, because people now know how to trigger Nightfall more consistently, how to play with the Dredge better, and I also started to enjoy the Dredge a lot more. I don't know why, but his clunkiness kind of like fades. Why? I have no idea, but when I played the Dredge the last time around, he didn't feel as clunky as he used to, so that is definitely an up for the Dredge. Next up, we have arguably the 3rd strongest killer in the game. In our place number 13, we have the Spirit, and she has a pick rate of 3.33%. This is, by the way, also the overall pick rate. I mean, you kind of like divide 100 by 30, and what comes out of that, guys? You know maths. I just told you. So, there you go. Lovely stuff. Oh, poor Trapper. He got kicked out of the top 10. Hard, but his pick rate still rises by 0.83%. He had a pick rate of 3% before, now he has a pick rate of 3.83%. I still think that he's in a pretty good spot, despite being the weakest killer. You need to put this into consideration. The Trapper is the weakest killer in the game, and he still is found in our place number 12. That is some consistency. And kicked out of the top 10 is also Michael Myers. He loses 5 places, going from 6 to 11, and he's also one of the few killers after the Deathslinger who loses in pick rate. He loses 0.55%, now rocking in at 3.83%. And inside our top 10, we have Bubba. He has now a pick rate of 4.09%. He rises by 1.16 in percentages. Let's be real here. Has it really something to do with Bubba that he rises so much? No. Has it something to do with that his license was rumored to expire? Absolutely. Absolutely. That is the only reason why he's here. Otherwise, I would see him, more on the Deathslinger level at place number 16. But, I mean, Bubba is very, very fun to play, although he's absolutely disgusting to play against, because most of the Bubbas camped, and I hate it. I mean, who doesn't hate to be camped? But, right. Anyways, inside our top 10 is the Cannibal. Blight got kicked out of the top 5. He loses in pick rate by 0.24%. He now clocks in at 4.31. He loses 4 places. He loses 4 places. That is actually really, really surprising. And the biggest gain in pick rate percentage has the Ghostface with 1.41 gaining pick rate percent. Was this even proper English? I don't know. I hope so. His pick rate at the moment is 4.77. He's our place number 8. And this is rightfully deserved. Playing against the Ghostface is hugely fun. Playing as Ghostface is also very fun indeed. So there's nothing else to add. Will I ever fix this render was the question in the last video. The answer to that is no, it is funny, and I'll leave it at that. Place number 7 goes to the Nemesis, and you can read all the numbers on the screen anyway, so well done me. The newest killer in the game. Last time around it was Wesker, and he was featured in our place number 1 with a pick rate of 17 point whatever percent. Hugely high, right? And in our place number 6 we have the Knight with a pick rate of 4.91%. 1 week ago when I last looked. 1 week ago when I last looked. Can I say that again? Okay, let's say it again. 1 week ago when I last looked at the stats, he was at 7.29. What? What has happened in that week? I don't know, but his pick rate at the moment is 4.91, which is probably one of the worst releasing kill rates of any killers so far. Whew. There's a lot. Oh, that the future for the Knight is more looking at place number 28, 29, perhaps. Maybe the Knight is rocking in with the twins on a pick rate below 1%. Whew. Let's see where it goes. And in our place number 5, we have the last position and pick rate loser of this tier list. I can spoil this right off the bat because the people that are coming now they're not really surprising in my opinion. Oh, well, place number 4 is a bit... We cover that in a second. Anyways, pick rate of 4.92%, the Legion. And inside our top 5 is the Wraith. He's our place number 4, gaining 3 positions compared to the last video, and his pick rate at the moment is 4.93, gaining almost 1 whole percent point. Yet again, he's one of the weakest killers in the game, but I think the fact that he's accessible right from the get-go is what makes him so beloved amongst the community. What can I say? I enjoy the Wraith as well. He has some awesome fun add-ons, and the builds you can pull off on him are also very, very nice. Wraith, a deserved place number 4, sad that he is missing out on our podium. In our place number 3, we have the Nurse, and she adds 0.73% in her pick rate value, clocking in at 5.16%. That was really hard to say because I've probably botched this line 15 times. Anyways, it is the Nurse. She's the strongest killer in the game. The next time around we do a video like this, she was nerfed. So let's see how this affects her. I don't think it will affect her in any meaningful way. I just don't see it. Let's make a big jump. A pick rate of 7.02%, gaining 0.55% is the Huntress in our place number 2. Yet again, playing against a bad Huntress is absolutely easy. Playing against a skilled Huntress, oh my god, she absolutely whoops your ass left, right and center. I think the Huntress is one of the most terrifying killers to go on against. I absolutely hate it. I hate it to death. Whenever I see a Huntress, I just want to press escape and leave match. This is how bad it is. But she clocks in at our place number 2, gaining the silver medal, and I think that's absolutely fair. And last but definitely not least is Wesker. Wesker is still our place number 1, and he drops in pick rate by 10.75%. I mean, it was kind of like expected that he drops massively compared to the last time around, but I feel like it is only fair. He will stay number 1, and I think he will stay it for quite some time. I also could see that he is still number 1 the next time we look at this list. Also, this is the reason why everyone in the top 10 like gained slightly in pick rate numbers, as I mentioned before, because these 10.75, almost 11% need to go somewhere, and they definitely went somewhere. They went to almost everything that comes after place number 16, because we only had 3 losers. Yeah, 3 losers with Legion, Blight, and Myers. I just had to scroll through that to actually look at it all. And this concludes the pick rate video. What was the most surprising entry on this list? Tell me down below in the comments. Also, you now can become a channel member to this channel. So if you want to sub to your favorite content creator, what a stupid picture. You can obviously do that. But besides that, I love you guys. Bye.